Hi.
Isn't anybody up in there that's gonna make sense or not? Maybe not. Maybe not.
I like your hat.
Whitney Shanahan.
Nice to meet you.
I am fascinated by your claim that women have lost happiness since the sexual revolution, since the 1950s. Do you think that there's any tie to happiness and freedom and happiness and choice? Because since 1950s, since the sexual revolution, women have gotten exponentially more freedom and more choice. And for me, as a mother and as a woman, having the freedom to choose what I do, to make my own destiny, makes me infinitely more happy than, say, back before the sexual revolution when I couldn't get a bank account, couldn't get a home loan.
You wasn't even there. You're here with us.
Couldn't work outside the home, couldn't travel around without a man, couldn't control my own reproduction. So I feel that happiness, personally, my belief, is tied to our ability to have freedom. And I think that in the United States, protecting freedom and our individual freedom.
Wait. She said she can't control her own reproduction. Did I hear that right? Of course you can't. You're an infant. Maybe I heard it wrong. I don't know.
Freedoms is what's going to lead us to happiness.
Did you go to college?
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Did you?
Yes, I did. So you have a degree?
Absolutely.
Now, when you went to college, did you go to college because it was simply something that you wanted to do, or did you think that I have to go to college because in order to get a job, I have to have a college degree?
I went to college for art because I was fascinated with art.
Okay. It's just answering my question. Did you go to college? Was that the only reason you went to college, or did you think that I might want to do something in art, so I have to go to college, like for my career?
I went to school because I wanted to expand my horizons. I mean, I think that's why most people go to university.
Yeah,
Why did you go?
Dude, what, these people are weird, bro. Can you say yes or no?
That's actually not true. I went, and I think a lot of people go because there's a pressure that if you don't go to college, you're going to be a failure.
It's a choice.
Exactly. You gotta get this paper. Don't be acting like you don't want that paper. How you pay your bills? Man.
Everything's a choice. So taking away choices doesn't make people happier. Taking away freedom doesn't make people happier.
I'm disagreeing with you on the idea that people are feeling more free by financial pressure. I think financial pressure makes people feel remarkably less free.
So you want no bank accounts again? Women not to have credit cards?
I'm not saying that women shouldn't have access to.
She's talking about bank accounts, but she was refusing to say that she went to college so that she can make money to provide for herself and her children. That don't make any sense.
Your credit cards or banking accounts, you're putting words in my mouth, so why don't you respond to the words that I'm saying?
Well, less financial pressure. If I don't have a bank account, that's a lot less financial pressure, I guess, right?
Financial pressure in terms of most people that go to college, and I'm counting myself among them, it's because typically in order to get the job that you're being sold is going to make you infinitely happier and infinitely more free, it just requires a college degree. And most of these people, to be clear, have to put themselves, the majority of people have to put themselves into debt. And I don't think anybody would describe debt as a form of freedom, right? I don't think anybody would realistically say...
Let's get back to happiness. So we're here to talk about happiness.
Nah, let her finish.
And how the sexual revolution, and we're not talking about college debt.
I think it's important because we're talking about freedom. You just said that the reason why I feel happy is because I have more freedom. And I am saying that financial restraints and debt doesn't make people feel more free.
So let's eliminate the debt. Let's eliminate college debt. Maybe we should have free college here in the U.S. That sounds great. Great idea, Candace.
Nah, you don't need no free college. You see that other one? Says she was a teacher. What the heck? Heck no. Y'all ruined it. Nope.
Love that idea. All right.
Okay.
Nope.
Champion for the people. Girl.
Very nice.
All right, return to your seat.
Surrounded is now a podcast, available wherever you...
I know that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to say...
Listen, search Surrounded, plug in, and stay part of the conversation. Anywhere.
Oh, you'll skip a little bit. Hey!
Just by thinking
man.
about it.
Y'all tripping, man. Hold up.
My second claim is that no career will give women as much joy and fulfillment as raising children.
Here we go. Wow.
Oh, hi, Candace. How are you?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm John. Okay, so
I feel like a lot of your arguments
Wait a minute. I thought we only had feminists on here. Whoop, never mind.
today are very rooted in a sort of old school perspective. I have to be honest. Like, I think, and I'm not trying to be insulting whatsoever, I feel as though most people would identify that claim as pretty extreme and pretty like,
Children are extreme.
well, no, that women would get more happiness inherently from raising kids than having a job or deciding what they want to do with their lives.
Why is that? I'm just curious. Why would having children, which is just a natural biological conclusion, be something that sounds extreme?
I just
to
said
you?
inherently.
Well, inherently.
That's the inherent
extreme.
expectation.
Yeah.
That's better for
It's inherent because it's biological. So I think when we think about things that are inherent, I think biology is a good thing to start with, right? So biologically speaking, men and women come together, they form families, and that's the reason why you're sitting here. That's the reason that I'm sitting here, is
Exactly.
because biology is inherent.
Well,
So
I was
saying
jealous.
it's just natural order that we're speaking about, right?
Okay, let's break it down. So why do you believe that? Why do you believe that?
Why do I believe that women?
Why do you inherently
It's common sense, bruh.
are happier? Yeah.
You keep stressing this word inherent. So
I'm saying.
yeah, I think because it speaks to natural order, and every piece of life, I think, is enriched by
You
children.
don't think it's natural for women to get to decide what they want to do with their lives?
I do not think that saying women can decide whether or not they want to go to work or have children is problematic. What I'm saying to you is that women will get the most fulfillment from having a family.
Because it's natural.
Well, they were trying to sneak words into people's mouths. That ain't cool.
It's natural, but also children are wonderful and beautiful and spiritually divine creatures. I mean, they're amazing. There's everything about having a child. Yes, it's a lot of work. It's beautiful.
I hear that. Well,
Yeah.
okay, what if there's a little girl born and it's her dream her entire life to be an author or to be, on TV or any of these things, and having children is very expensive. It takes a lot of time. So how is it better for that? Like, and I understand this is hypothetical,
Going to college is really expensive and takes a lot of time.
but that hypothetical little girl to have children than to pursue these things that would make her happy as she gets
I
older.
just think that if she publishes the book and she has a child, she would agree with me that the child was more fulfilling and made her happy. That's what I'm happier than the book did, is what I'm saying. And I say this as a published author of a New York Times. I would choose my children over my best-selling book. And I was that little girl who had a dream that, like, oh, it would be really great if I could share my thoughts and ideas in a book. But it is utter insanity for me to reflect on that and say that I would have rather published Blackout than to have my 3 children.
But why is it rather? You see what I'm saying?
It's not rather. I'm just saying
Well, that's
that
your claim.
it will.
That's your claim, is that it's better.
It will be more fulfilled.
right.
Yes.
So rather.
Well, if it's an either or, if you're saying it's an either or, I'm just saying that if these two things have happened in your life, the thing that will bring you more spiritual fulfillment will be children. And so
Exactly.
women who are neglecting that, who are neglecting the pathway to, strive toward family because they think their career is
They fighting against nature, and nature is winning. Praise y'all.
going to hug them at night, or they think that when they're on their deathbed, their career is going to come up next to them and say, you were so great to me. I think that they've stepped into a delusion, and I'm hopeful that they wake up from it before it's too late.
All right,
Variance.
pause.
Yeah.
Sorry, you've been voted out by the majority. Please return to your seat.
Yeah, get him out of here. Oh, not her, please. Oh, no, they let her get it. Oh, no.
Nice to meet you.
No, not her. No.
Okay, so currently, women make up about 47% of the workforce.
Mm-hmm.
If this were the case and that women were just inherently unhappy or unfulfilled working and would just prefer to be at home, why don't they?
Because we've made that, due to prior feminist waves, nearly impossible, because now, which I believe the reason that the government wanted women to enter the workforce is because it gave them an opportunity to tax a household twice.
Ooh.
So this goes back to what I was saying, is that there's a lot of
It's business, never personal.
financial pressure that is being exerted on young women to enter the workforce, and they do so blindly under this illusion that somehow entering the workforce is going to make you more fulfilled, like getting yourself into 6 figures of debt going to college to then take on a
6
career
figures.
and be in debt and having to pay student loans while you make $35K is going to make you happier. And I'm saying that isn't actually true.
Okay, so I hear that.
Yeah.
At the same time, would you not agree that that women can both have a career and have children? I mean, you are actively doing that right now.
And I want to be very clear, because I am actively doing it right now. I would be someone that you would call an exception, because I get to work
Exception.
from home. I get to wake up in the morning. I don't have a boss, right? I don't have to go into the office from 9 to 5. I get to then therefore spend the entire morning with my children.
So you're an exception, and the 47% of women that make up our labor force are also an exception?
No.
The exact opposite. So
Not
I'm trying
close.
to make it more realistic, because I think it's really bad form when people who are able to stay at home, right, and are able to start working at 1:00 p.m. as I do, after being around their children, the children are running around all day, will then preach to you that every woman can have this. That's not the reality. The reality is that the overwhelming majority of people are stuck behind a desk all day, and they're not happy. They're not doing work that gratifies them at all. And at the same time, they're suspending.
Well, that's just what career you've chosen, but I think that the issue
Most
with
people work a 9 to 5. I think that's
okay, yes, but
right?
if it's the job that is making them unhappy, then maybe they should have chosen a different career path and not the structure of the career itself. But my issue with this is that not only is it claiming that women can't both be mothers and have jobs, which we know to be true because millions of women do that. My mother does that. You are actively doing it right now. But it also is qualifying what every single woman in this country wants without any clear evidence. I mean, there's 169 million women in this country. How can you say that you know exactly what every woman secretly wants? Are you asking them?
didn't.
It's nature.
That wasn't my claim that I secretly know what every single woman wants. I'm saying that if you measure up at the end of your life what brought you more fulfillment, your career or a children, raising children in your family, we will discover that, and there actually have been studies, people that have gone to people on their deathbeds, and the number one regret that people had was that they gave too much to their careers. And this includes men, by the way.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, of course, human relation is going to be valued over money and profit.
So then,
but
Okay.
at the same time, what does that
disagree
even?
with my argument
I do
at all.
disagree with
You're
your
agreeing with my
Yes,
argument.
humans prefer humans over a job, but that's not just singular to women. That's everyone. And my question is, what does that even have to like?
Right.
What is the goal of that? Should every woman quit working and just have?
No.
Well, I'm just trying to warn you that if you decide to suspend that pursuit of family because you think that you have to first climb the ladder, a lot of women make that mistake and they don't end up finding a
But
partner.
that's their right. It's free will.
You
We
would
live in a
definitely
free
have a right
country.
to make
You
a
don't get to
mistake.
say what people should and shouldn't do.
I don't think my claim is this is what people should or should not do. I'm just simply stating that my claim is that you will be more fulfilled if you focus on
You don't
trying
get to decide
build
what
a
other
family.
people are fulfilled by.
Oh,
She already said she didn't. Well, you keep saying it.
I'm making my claim here that women are infinitely more fulfilled in the household and raising children than they are taking that 9 to 5 job.
But you have no evidence of that. In fact, you are evidence against your own claim.
I'm not evidence against my own claim.
You are.
I'm saying
you're
that
here at work right now.
I've literally said, I am telling you, women cannot have it all. That is an illusion, and that is an illusion that is stressing women out. And I think it is the reason why so many women are turning to popping pills, why there's been such a significant, more than 1,000% increase since
But men can have it all.
1999.
Men can be fought.
Look at that on the side. Her claim can't be verified. Who runs this page, bro? These people up to no good. They're not serving the Most High. No.
Others and have a job, but women can't do that.
I don't think you can have it all.
It
No.
sounds like you're devaluing women. I think that women can do
No,
everything
it
that a man
sounds like
can
women
do,
is our
and men have done this historically throughout time and
It is,
memoriam.
I think women is our debate topic today. So we're
but
not,
I mean,
Exactly.
we're not
women exist in a society with men. We are comparing
women are
and
trying
men.
to be both women and men. And
Yes.
that is why women are unhappy today, is because
She tried to be she-man. What the heck?
actually what's quite ironic about the feminist movement is
I
that
think women are just trying to be people.
I think
No,
women have
no.
been taught that being a
No.
woman is not enough and that you have to also aspire to be a man. And that's
Yup.
the irony. It's like a psychological conditioning. What feminists went out and did and said is that in order for women to have value, women need to be like men. And I'm
Okay,
saying that
Candace, can I
actually women
propose a
and men are
hypothetical?
biologically different. There are differences in our behavior. There are differences in our desires. And I think evidence of the feminist movement, by the way, shows us that, because even when women enter into the college education space, the pathways of career that we choose are different from men because we're biologically
Exactly.
Okay, so let's say that
It remind me of that Steve Harvey book and movie called Think Like a Man. What the heck?
this is true, that women truly are more fulfilled at home. Now, the average cost
How the heck you gonna think like a man but you ain't one?
of raising a child a year is around $21,000 or more. So my issue is, are you saying that women should just suddenly stop working and now the onus is entirely on men?
She already told you. No. Never mind.
Like,
Keep
the
going.
society that you're pitching is not sustainable economically.
It was,
and I think
it was sustained economically.
but it's not right
All
now.
right, pause.
Currently.
Naima, you